and welcome back. This is the Jewel Mastery Podcast with your host, Angelique. Well, we got something for you today. Self-reflection and taking account of your life in every area of your life. Now, I have a few things that I want to say to you, and so I organized it down on my phone, and I'm going to present it to you. This will help you to apply some things to your life. Now, this is the wheel of life. And so we're going to start with the first thing. Consistent growth. This is one thing that you lead in life. Consistent growth over time. You want to be in a new and different, fresh place than you have been 5 years ago, or even 20 years ago. Are you consistently progressing towards your goals? Some people, I'll apply myself as well, went a long time without even writing down some goals. The last time I can remember writing down goals is when I expressed myself through my music. And I said, how can I get my music up on the internet? So what I did, I brought some equipment. I had to make a whole list of what I was going to do. I had to buy equipment. I had to write down how I'm going to upload to YouTube. I was going to figure out how I was going to make a beat. How to properly make a beat. How to put forth my marketing to get my music out there. And it wasn't for the purpose to sell it, because at the time I wasn't thinking about selling anything. I just wanted the world to hear my music. Alright, so that's a good example, but I've been working on my goals. All last year and all this year, I have been really doing a lot. So that is consistently having goals. I have goals in life now. And what you do is, and what I have done personally, is list all the big goals, the biggest goals that I want, and have baby steps to get to them. And I have achieved some things. And this channel is one of the things that I've achieved. Dating is one of the things I achieved. Getting, a loving guy in my life that wants to be with me. That was my goal. I accomplished that. There are so many things you can accomplish in each part of your life. Jobs and things. I've never had a problem with that. Okay? So we're going to look at consistency. I list my goals down, and I list the biggest goals to the smallest. Then place under that a list of things to build up to that goal. So are you consistently growing in that area? Another thing, intimate relationships. I just mentioned that. So you have to kiss a lot of toes to get you your Prince Charming. And I've accomplished that. You have to get out there. You got to put yourself out there. And yes, I know this is COVID. It's in the time of COVID. But you can have phone dates. You can still meet up with someone. They're starting to open up a little bit out here. But not much. But you can still meet people during the COVID time. There's no excuse. You can put yourself out there. Make a profile. I have a link in the description box to how you can set up your profile to stand out from other women or other men. And go for it. Don't be afraid. Since this is a swipe culture, you can swipe and get the mate that you want by swiping. And I've been very successful at dating. I've been very successful for finding love. Very successful. Now I don't have to do all that because I did the goals. I've accomplished what I set out for. And I found love. All right. And that means you can do it too. Number 3, finances. Now, in this COVID time, you are able to save on your finances. Now, I know it's hard when you're in the house and you're bored and you want to get into shopping all the time and you think of new things and new items you want to buy. But think about it like this. You can minimize that by being a minimalist. You know, you can clean out your closet, you can think to organize, and that includes your finances as well. Don't be afraid to look like at your bank statements and what you owe. Don't be afraid to set a budget because that's so important. It's going back to goals. It's going to help you to see where you're at and work from there. If you are in debt, you must take all your money to put it into that debt to pay it off. You want to pay off debt as soon as possible. So that's what your goals are going to go towards. And so you don't need to take that and put it into shopping. So turn the phone off. Don't keep the apps that allow you to go in and swipe an item like that. Don't make it so easy for yourself to go shopping. So that's another thing. Number 4, this is so important, guys. Spiritual health. Are you nourishing your soul, nourishing your spirit, and expressing gratitude? Expressing gratitude is so important. I'm so thankful to have the life that I have, the life that I live. I'm so thankful for another day to get to know myself, to get to be myself, get to put forth and improve to be my best self and bring that forth to the world, to project that to the world. I'm so thankful to have a loving family, a loving man in my life. I am so thankful to have all that I have. I'm so thankful to be talking to you and to be able to express myself and to be able to bring this message towards you so that you can improve your lives. And I'm so thankful to have you guys feeling the message. Okay? You want to meditate. This time you want to meditate. You want to plant your feet in the ground because that helps with the polarity of the earth. And it will nourish your soul and nourish your body. You will be able to transmute and transform. It's all about alchemy as well. But being grateful is the thing you want to do first. Then meditate. Envision what you want for yourself. But envision. Praying is talking to the God, the universe, the creator. But meditation is listening to you, listening to letting the universe and God speak to you. So it's very important to have your spiritual aspect in your life. Number 5, career. Are you dedicating enough to growing your career or your business? A lot of women and men are starting businesses. With this COVID thing, they've been laid off. And sometimes they don't know what to do. Have you taken the time to place whatever finances you have, whether that's unemployment checks or stimulus checks, can you invest that in your business? How about training? Everything's online now, so you could go and train. You could get your master's, you can get a degree, you can even get your GED if you're still in high school and say you wanted to divorce your parents or say you don't want to divorce your parents. You You can graduate early by getting your GED. And even for those who did not get a GED and they're older, they can go back and get their GEDs. So everything's possible. You can train for a trade, or you could just train for business so that you can go in anything you want in general. So there's so many opportunities out there right now. There's so many options out there. And so that's important for your growth. Okay, number 6, physical health. All right, are you following successful methods in nutrition and fitness? If you don't have an exercise plan, you could simply go walking. Walking is a natural thing that humans do now. If you don't get a chance to walk and say you can't even walk right now. Maybe you're maybe you have a handicap. You can exercise those arms or those legs. You can exercise your mind. You can exercise your heart. There's a way to train your heart so that you'll be in shape. Start lifting weights. If you have the means to do some calisthenics, you don't have to buy any machines. You can do some calisthenics. You can do a row machine. You can walk with your friends, walk down the street, park your car further and walk. So that's the goal. As far as eating, I'm going to show you an eating plan. I'll come back on here with what I do to stay in shape. But there are recipes and certain diets and certain tweaks in your diet that you can use. I mean, I have a little pooch here. It doesn't bother me, but I even had a method to get rid of that. So we all can have something physical we can do that's just for us to stay in shape. Number 7, fun and excitement. What do you do in your leisure time? I mean, that can include relaxation, but then do you have any hobbies? Do you have any hobbies that you'd like to get into? Playing poker, learning chess, playing chess games, board games. Some people do video games, but a lot of people are addicted to those things. So how about you spend your time doing things that hype you up as a person? If you have hobbies like bowling, skiing, things like that, we know with the shutdown, it's going to be kind of hard to get into those things. But what can you do around the house, say, to stop the boredom? Now, there's many things you could do. And there's many hobbies out there. Number 8, contribution. Are you contributing to something greater than yourself? Now, that's very abstract. Contributions. There are animals out there that's getting abused. You can give your money towards that goal. You can even volunteer to walk those dogs and or take care of them for the time that they're looking for a home. There's several things you can do with that. All right. So we're going to get to number 9, and then we're going to get to number 10 when we finish. Okay, number 9, family and friends. Are you spending enough time with the people who matter most? Now, I had the problem with this before. I had grandmothers and great aunts that I didn't visit in a long time. And when they passed, I felt so guilty. But then, a death really makes you look at your own life and see what you've been doing wrong. So then, the people that are still here in my life, in life, tell them that you love them. That while they're still alive, tell them that you love them. Go visit them. See how they're doing. Say a couple words to them. You don't even have to stay there for long. If you have some problems, find forgiveness and bury the hatchet with them. Because they're not going to be here forever. Tomorrow's not promised, guys. So that's part of it. And you can spend time with your family. Just tell them that you love them, all right? Very thankful. That goes back to gratefulness, too. Being very grateful for family. Being grateful for those in your life who inspire you and who are there and who are caring. Okay, number 10, emotional health. Okay, so are you contributing to enough time to self-care? If you care about yourself and, you want to have your stuff together, you want to care for yourself. Hygiene. Do you care for yourself in that getting yourself the proper mental care that you need? Do you write in your journals? Writing a journal is so important to your mental health. It helps you sort things out. It helps you express yourself in a way that you hadn't before. Therefore, you can express to a professional as well. So, that's it for today. I hope that you got a lot out of this and you can apply it to your lives to make some improvements for yourself. Until then, I'll talk to you soon. See you later. And this is the Jewel of Mastery podcast with your host, Angelique. Ciao.